Well, you know what they say about lucky number 7. 2016 is the year that the iPhone 7 is expected, but also when Apple's competitor Samsung is also expected to release the 7th iteration of their Galaxy smartphone. But what's so cool about it, and will it be better than the S6? Well, rumors started early for this thing, and with time they've only seemed to pick up. Given the codename Project Lucky, here's a look at everything we know, or that we think we know, about the Galaxy S7. Now, rumor has it that the S7 is looking to bring some high-end specs and even a return to Qualcomm's processors. For the US and China, this may mean that the phone will feature a Snapdragon 820, but it looks like phones sold elsewhere may feature Samsung's own Exynos chips. To back that up, leaked Geekbench reports show 2 variances of the S7 with the same set processors in each, helping to make this look like more and more of a reality. And these same benchmarks, although a little more, were shown as well, showing that the phone has 4 Gigabytes of RAM, an Adreno 530 GPU, and it all helping to run Android 5.1.1. What's this all mean? Well, the phones with the Snapdragon 820 will have better single-core performance than those with the Exynos chips, and more efficient heat dissipation. So this means if you're using your phone for a longer amount of time, your hands won't have to stand the heat. As far as UI goes, it's still TouchWiz, but rumors claim that the user experience is looking to receive major improvements. Reports out of China say that Samsung has brought on some Google engineers to help optimize TouchWiz so that it responds as well as iOS. And if this is true, it could definitely mean a better overall experience, but also it means that software updates for Android could come quicker to Samsung phones, which is definitely major. Alright, nice, but what's this thing gonna look like? Well, see, what's interesting about the S7 is that it's actually looking to keep the same looks, just upgrading the quality, and in doing so, offering more variants. This means that you could see a Galaxy S7, the S7 Plus, the S7 Edge, and also the S7 Edge Plus. Yeah, I know, it's a mouthful, right? What differs each variant from the other isn't too clear just yet, but for each they're believed to really build off of the S6s, with the Plus variant featuring a massive 6-inch screen. I've gotta say though, having 4 different Galaxy phones made available is definitely an interesting approach, but when they make the announcement, it'll be crucial for them to make it clear how one is different or better than the other. Otherwise, it only seems to crowd and confuse the market. But on the other hand, what's also known right now is that it looks like the S7 will not feature USB Type-C, will have a more rectangular home button, but more importantly, will also have a stronger frame built from magnesium alloy with a similar glass back as well. So the same looks for the most part, a few changes here and there, and also a few more options. Pretty interesting. But here's what's looking to be the major selling point: the camera and the screen. Rumors claim that Samsung is looking to possibly ditch higher pixels for better image quality instead, while also finally including an iris scanner for unlocking your phone with your eye and other cool stuff. And it'll sound weird, but while the S6 has a 16 megapixel camera, the S7 could drop down to just 12. But what's key is that the sensor size could increase instead with dual photodiode technology. With an increased sensor size, this allows for more light, and with dual PD technology, this allows for more accurate autofocus, which in return results in better pictures. Which, come on, this is what we want, right? As far as screens go, there should be 2 different sizes, and if the rumors are true, they should be pressure sensitive. You know, kinda like the iPhone 6s. It's a special tech from Synaptics called Clear Force that registers firm presses on the screen differently than light taps, bringing changes to how you type, interact with home screens, apps, and more. With 5.2-inch and 6-inch screen sizes in mind, some even think the larger high-end models may sport 4K displays, which would mean 759 pixels per inch. Okay, and let's say they do the same on the 5.2-inch screens and add 4K to that too. Well, that means there's going to be 847 pixels per inch, and a lot more pixels means a lot more clarity. Okay, Joshua, okay, but when's this baby supposed to come out, and how much should I put aside to get one of my own? Well, based on Ivan Lukov, the man who leaked the correct date of the S5 event, he said that the S7 Unpacked event will take place on February 20th, 2016. And if this is true, the phone should be expected to become available in March. Otherwise, there's not much known about pricing, besides the fact that the iris scanner is expected to make it slightly more expensive. So I'd say maybe keep an extra $100 on the side. Alright, not too crazy of a design change on the outside, but there's definitely a lot going on in the inside of the Galaxy S7. I mean, come on, look at that processor, that iris scanner, and even the touch-sensitive displays. It definitely looks pretty interesting. But for now, these are just rumors. We're just gonna have to wait and see what actually happens. But who knows, maybe we'll get lucky.